What is up, people of all different types of ages, races, genders, and yes, even you other species out there watching this video. My name is Omega Pro, and welcome to another video about something about Dragon Ball Z. And if you can read the title, then you know that what we're going to be discussing here today is the new Battle of Gods series. Now, it's not confirmed or anything, but what we're going to be talking about here is just pure speculation and whether or not this could actually be a thing. So there's going to be some minor Battle of Gods spoilers in this video, so if you have not seen Battle of Gods and you're very interested in, finding out what happens during the story or anything like that, I'm going to have to advise you don't watch this video. This is mainly for the people that have already seen Battle of Gods and are excited to see whether or not there could be a new series. So, now that the people that have not seen Battle of Gods have left, or, if you're still here and you haven't seen Battle of Gods and you just don't care, welcome! Let's talk about the series. So, for those of you that do not know, if you haven't watched Battle of Gods, at the end of Battle of Gods, Bills informs Goku that there are 12 more universes that are even stronger, that have people even stronger than Bills. So, during the entire Battle of Gods movie, we're led to believe that Bills is this indestructible beast. Even when he's fighting Goku, even when Goku is at full Super Saiyan God form, he cannot compete with Bills when Bills was only using 70% of his power. 70%. That is actually crazy. So, to think that there are people more powerful out there, there's no way they cannot follow up with this. Now, my speculation with them following up on this is they're either going to do Battle of Gods movies, similar to how we had one for Bills. Maybe we'll get one for the next few people or whatever. But what I think is a lot more likely is a new series in general, because there's 12 just 12 new people, that are even stronger. So in order for that to make any sort of sense, and in order for that to have good pacing, there's no way they can sit there and make an hour and a half long movie and say, here you go, here are some strong people. You've got to show the progression. You've got to show how these people came to be about. You got to show Goku's progression, Vegeta's progression, Gohan's progression, Trunks, Goten, everybody. You got to show everybody's progression. And it's not going to be something as simple as just, here's a new universe and Goku, save us. It's not going to be like that. It's got to be something more impactful than that. It's got to be something that just makes more sense. And the way it is now, if they make movies, I mean, I'm all for that because, I really liked Battle of Gods and I would love to see more. But they've just got to be able to make a series or make long movies or more than 12 movies. It would just make more sense to make a new series in general. So with this new series, what can we expect? Because Goku already went Super Saiyan God. Like, he became a god. What else is there that he can do to defeat these stronger beings, people stronger than Bills? Well, if you guys recall in Battle of Gods, Goku kept up with Bills even when he lost his Super Saiyan God form. His resolve and his will was that strong, that even when he lost Super Saiyan God form, he was still going toe-to-toe with Bills in just regular Super Saiyan form. So that right there is an important nugget of information that we might be able to use to determine how he can take out these other people. Maybe Super Saiyan God won't be needed, or maybe they can achieve Super Saiyan God more easily in the future without having to do a ring around the rosy style BS with, other Saiyans in order to achieve Super Saiyan God. And another thing we're also forgetting here is there's Vegeta, Vegeta in Battle of Gods got so mad at Bills for striking Bulma, he surpassed Goku's strength. So Goku has the ability to go Super Saiyan 3. Vegeta was only Super Saiyan, we'll say 1 or 2, whatever, and he surpassed Goku. So I think what Battle of Gods, the movie, was trying to indicate to us was that no matter what form you are, you can still be more powerful than ever before. You can still be more powerful than we ever have imagined. So with these new powers, even Super Saiyan God mode or whatever, this can breed a whole new era of Dragon Ball that we're not used to. What if everybody starts becoming Super Saiyan God? Goten, Trunks, and then all of a sudden, Gotenks Super Saiyan God. You know, Vegeta becomes Super Saiyan God. All of a sudden, you got Super Saiyan God Gogeta, you know, stuff like that. What if Super Saiyan God is not the only tier of Super Saiyan God? What if we get Super Saiyan God 2, Super Saiyan God 3? This is all very, very plausible. And if this does happen, then it actually would make sense on how they can contest these very, very much more powerful beings than Bills. You know, it would make more sense that way. However, what is the legitimacy to this? What is the actual possibility of it happening? Well, before we talk about that, I just wanted to state my fears for this, because I fear that Akira Toriyama might make a new series or movies or whatever, but what if it happens similarly to how it happened with Battle of Gods, where it would release for Japan, but it's still undetermined for North America, and we're talking about dub here. Sure, subs are fine, but what about the dub? That concerns me a little bit, to be honest. Like I said, I'm fine with reading subtitles. Some people aren't, but if they're going to make this new series, generally with anime, for it to get localized in America, that takes a very, very long time. If you guys have kept up with a lot of anime like Bleach, Naruto, or One Piece, stuff like that, where it's at in America is supremely behind where it would be at in like Japan. So if they do end up doing this, my fear is that North America might get snubbed. And even if we do, you know, again, there's always the subtitled version. But what is the legitimacy of this happening? I think it's very strong. And the reason is because Battle of Gods has gotten an extreme amount of positive reviews. Even from me, I was very skeptical. I thought it looked very stupid, but I gave it a shot and I loved it. So if you guys don't know, upcoming to Battle of Gods release, there was actually a giant meme thing going around in Japan. You know how in North America we do stupid shit like planking and, you know, stuff like that? Well, in Japan, they actually had something like a Kamehameha sort of thing, where it would show like one person using a Kamehameha and other people pretending to get hit by a Kamehameha. And this was all hype built around Battle of Gods. And that was just like, that was huge, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that actually like impacted them at all, if they took notice of that at all, they know how big Dragon Ball Z actually is. And especially since they have seen the fan feedback from people that have watched subtitled versions here in America or Europe or anywhere else that, you know, obviously don't get access to the original Japan versions, they know that there's a market for this still. They know that people love Dragon Ball Z and we want to see more Dragon Ball Z. So I think the chances are really high. And I'm excited to see something like a Super Saiyan God, Vegeta, or Gotenks, or whatever. Anyway, that has been my opinion on the new Battle of Gods supposed series. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, please leave it a like rating. It helps me out more than you could ever imagine. And if you didn't like this video, well then, send me death threats, people, because that is the only way that I can go to sleep at night. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a fantastic day. See you in the next one.